Works and Implementation Secretary David Wereh and 11 other senior civil engineers with the department have failed to renew their operational permits with the Institute of Engineers PNG. They have been fined 10,000 kina in October 2019 but have yet to pay the fine. A disappointed president of the Institute of Engineers PNG and chair of the Professional Engineers Registration Board, or PERB, Finkewe Zurenuoc, said it was absolutely disappointing to see leading government engineers failing to meet the basic legal requirement that protects best engineering practices in the country.
We're waiting for them to pay up, the institution is waiting for them to pay up their 120,000 kina fine. Now, since we've issued them this penalty notice, 5 of them have come good and decided to submit their CBA forms. But regardless of them, including the secretary, he has submitted his CBA form. Regardless of the fact that their bosses are actually, 5 out of 7 have submitted, 5 out of 12 have submitted, which is still below 50%. There's actually about 115 other engineers, the rank and file. They've come good and they've submitted their applications. So we are happy with them and we're working with them to get them processed.
By law, civil engineers are required to register with the Institute of Engineers PNG. To be registered, each engineer must apply for membership of the Institute of Engineers PNG through competency-based assessment, or CBA. Once they are assessed to meet all the required competencies, they are then admitted as members of the Institute of Engineers PNG and are eligible to become registered engineers under the Professional Engineering Registration Act.
Call on the Minister for Works and the Prime Minister to take note of this. At the end of the day, the Minister for Works must be responsible for what's happening at the Works Department, and I think the ball is in his court to make sure that these guys come good.
Works and Implementation Secretary David Wereh said because of the newly introduced competency-based assessment requirements, the department had requested for an extension of 2 months to submit their registration and for an officer from the Institute of Engineers PNG, or IEPNG, to run a workshop explaining the process. He said a workshop was carried out in 2019, but there was no response from IEPNG whether the request for the extension was approved. Meanwhile, Ms. Zurenuoc said there are a lot of other engineers in the country who have yet to register with IEPNG, and the Institute will soon release all the names. Shamin Poriambeb, National EMTV News.